Look at that old bucket of bolts.
Get that lemon out the way! How can you drive a piece of junk like that?
It's always like this. If Lyla hadn't sounded so scared when she told me, I wouldn't even have left the house. This used to be a great job.
The Century. The abandoned factory where Lyonard D'aq found a half-destroyed robot girl. He reactivated her, teaching her to act like an ordinary person, and called her Lyla. Now, it seems like he's the one who needs help.
Donald, thank goodness you're here.
So did you find him, Lyla?
No, I'm worried, Donald. He may be in big trouble. The message he left me on the answering machine was very strange.
I have an old score to settle. I'll be away for a few days. I can't explain now.
What was he talking about?
I don't know, but look.
But did he rob a newsstand?
Some of these cuttings are from months ago. I think he was following a trail. And I think I know where it led him.
Good. Now all we have to do is send our mutual friend. Oh, sometimes one is really annoying. Just because I forgot the superstar in another dimension, he didn't want to give me the spare model.
You have to take better care of the Guardians of the Galaxy equipment.
What does it want me to do? Drive around in a 313? How would that here? For a protector of the Earth. We're here. Oh, that can see is a big factory. Everything looks normal. Whoops. Looks like I spoke too soon.
Stop! Stay where you are! Hands up!
Let me through. I have to get to the old basement. I have to stop Dr. Vendor.
Calm down, little dog. Maybe if you explain yourself better, the guards will let you pass. Put your guns down. He's not dangerous, I promise you.
Super Duck?
Wow, they're starting to recognize me.
Thanks, Super Duck.
You're welcome, but let's put this thing down now.
I'm worried it's too late. Vendor has already brainwashed the guards. Otherwise, they wouldn't defend the old basement like this.
And what's down there that's so precious?
Not precious, dangerous. Years ago, this was Dr. Vendor's secret laboratory. It's here that he had developed his most dreadful weapon, the Polymorphus Molecular Aggregate. He used it to start carrying out his evil plan to destroy all the gold in the world. Vendor was convinced that he could change the global economy and create a new world order. That creature was even a match for the great superhero Destroyer Duck. I went on more that one adventure with him, let me tell you. By the way, did I ever tell you that I was a superhero's assistant?
Huh? That explains a lot.
I'll tell you about it sometime, but now I'd better finish the Vendor story.
Right.
After an epic battle, Destroyer Duck managed to defeat Vendor's creature, and he handed the mad scientist over to the authorities.
Fantastic! So what's the problem?
Vendor is back in action. I've collected clues for months, and now I know he's ready to strike again.
Clues? You mean those random newspaper cuttings?
What? That's an infallible scientific method for identifying criminal activity. There are plenty of useful investigative methods from the past. You modern superheroes only believe in your supercomputers. Anyway, my instinct tells me that Vendor has come back to his old home to retrieve something. And someone with his charisma would have no trouble convincing the guards to work for him.
Enough!
Huh?
I've heard enough nonsense! This is private property! You guys get out of here or I'm calling the cops!
Sorry to bother you, sir.
Hey, what's up with you? We're just giving up?
You don't trust me. You've made a mistake. Those people are just doing their job. There's nothing dangerous here.
Hey! You gotta see this! A monster is attacking Duckburg! They're showing it live on 00 Channel's web TV!
The creature that attacked the National Bank's vault didn't just take the gold, it's disintegrating it! I've never seen anything like it! This is Angus Fangus!
This is a nightmare.
It's Vendor's creature! What did I tell you, Super Duck? Super Duck?
I had been wrong, but it looks like Leo was right.
Super Duck, where have you been? How many times do I have to tell you to always carry the extra forma shield with you? I wanted to warn you about the monster attack, but I didn't know how to reach you. According to Guardian regulations, the communicator must always be kept within a 6-foot radius.
I can't believe I was wrong twice in a row. Now, what strategy would you suggest I use?
First of all, you have to get the creature away from the target.
The forced removal system. Speedy and effective. I like it. Target sighted.
Careful! Get down!
Stay away from the tentacles!
Are you getting this?
Release the cable! Release the cable!
I hate to tell you this, but the Douglas manual needs some revision.
Super Duck, a statement. Guess you weren't expecting an opponent as tough as that, eh? Why didn't you use one of your super weapons?
I was getting to it.
Too late, hero.
Huh?
So the creature escaped after having disintegrated all the gold in the reserve. Super Duck's late arrival was of no help.
Alright. Okay, I get it. I'm a superhero in training. I can't always win.
At least you could try to avoid disastrous interventions.
Hey, using the castle was your idea. I didn't think Vendor's creature would be so strong.
Speaking of Vendor, why are you still blaming the attack on a criminal who's in prison? I secretly checked the DBI records. The scientist has been locked up for years at Duckbug's prison. But a year ago, he was transferred to Cage Rock, the maximum security super prison. Vendor had to be transferred because of the bad influence he was having on the other prisoners. Now he's in a completely automated cell, guarded only by droids. According to the DBI records, he's never left the prison.
Still, there were too many similarities to Leo's story. And the Vendor's escape was kept quiet to avoid panic?
I don't have sufficient data to formulate a hypothesis.
So there's no other solution. I'll have to go to prison too. How embarrassing. I bet I'm the only guardian in the galaxy who has to use his own car. While his supercar is being repaired.
Time to retire, buddy!
Yeah! To the scrap heap!
If only one and installed some super devices in the 313 and showed them who's a driving wreck.
Look, Daddy! Our tractor is faster than that car.
That's not a car. It's an old wheelbarrow.
One super device. Just one.
Want a super duck? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Did you reach the target?
And I would have gotten there sooner if you had let me fly the X-Transformer.
I've already explained to you that the shield reactor consumes a lot of energy. Using it for such a long trip, you would have risked being undefended while you entered the prison.
Maybe our opening practices are not completely clear to you, but prisoners are for stopping bad people from getting out. Not good people getting in.
Intruder alert. Code red. Guard droids activated. Alert. Intruder alert. Code red.
When the cell should be close. You am almost still in one place.
Super Duck, can you hear me? I've just identified a logical flaw in earthly practices. When the prison security system identifies an intruder, how can it tell the difference between a bad person trying to escape and a good person trying to get in?
Let's talk about it when I get back, okay?
Machines! They always manage to highlight our mistakes. We should get offended, but instead we just make them more and more perfect.
Dr. Vulnus Vendor, I presume.
It's easy to guess the identity of someone in the shadows when you're used to living behind a mask. Right, Super Duck? Don't be surprised. Even in isolation, I'm allowed to watch web vision. So I've learned to recognize the defender of justice, who is trying to replace my old enemy.
I'm not replacing anyone. Anyway, your evil plans are hopeless with me around.
If you're referring to the Polymorphus Molecular Aggregate, it seemed to work perfectly. I'm almost sorry it wasn't me controlling it. You knew that, right?
Of course. Did you think that I came here to see if you'd escape?
Why else would you be here?
To, find out who you sold your invention to.
I don't do this for profit. Concepts like buying and selling crush the society you're trying to protect. So if you really were acting for the good of the world, you would help me topple the foundations of the economy. You would deliver a fatal blow to the heart of the system. Because all systems have a heart, and that heart can be stopped.
Vendor, you're raving.
No. I'm dreaming. And I'm not the only one who believes in this dream.
It's not him.
I knew it.
Actually, you kept accusing him.
I knew I shouldn't have let you investigate on your own. Vendor is devious. With him, you have to learn to read between the lines. But don't you get it? He told you that someone is carrying on with his plan to destroy the global economy. Someone he brainwashed, convincing them to believe in his ideas.
Want a Super Duck? I have important news. Analyzing the residue the creature left on the supercar, I worked out its chemical composition. Then I traced the only person who bought all those substances at the same time.
See? Now we found out who controls the monster.
It was Buma Kincaid, a former detainee at Duck Avenger prison. According to the records, he was Vendor's cellmate before Vendor was transferred to Cage Rock.
Ah, told you.
After serving his sentence, he worked as a cleaner for a few months at Duckville Chemicals.
So, he had access to Vendor's secret laboratory, where he retrieved the designs with a Polymorphus Aggregate. Now everything makes sense.
I'll send you Kincaid's last known address.
Good. If we're lucky, we'll catch him by surprise.
It's better if I take care of this with the police.
I'm calling them now.
But one of these days, I want you to show me what else you got hiding back there.
You're no fun.
We're about to bring you exclusive coverage of the arrest of Boomer Kincaid, the criminal mastermind behind the attack on the National Bank.
That was my story. I risked my beak to get close to Super Duck when he landed in the middle of the fight.
And you didn't even get a sniff of an interview. Lyla, on the other hand, followed a trail that even led her to help the police. So shut up!
Always in the right place at the right time, eh? Lila's hiding something.
We know you're in there, Kincaid. Come out with your hands up. Okay, break down the door.
I don't want to be rude, but this seems a bit rash to me. My superhero experience has taught me the feelings who control the giant monster don't have any problem using.
You want a piece of me? Come on!
What? This is a time for Super Duck.
You won't stop me! My mission against the global economy is too important! Thanks to me, the system will collapse and a new order will be born!
He sounds just like Thunder. Leo was right. His brainwashed him. Anyway, the Lyonard Paperinik will take care of the situation now.
Hey! Who?
Huh?
No! You won't stop me!
Phew! Sometimes enemies even myself. But really, one, couldn't you make the shield's devices a little less noisy?
You could try activating the sound attenuator, which I bet you didn't even know existed. Considering that you haven't even read the whole X-Transformer manual yet.
Well, at least I know how to use the anti-gravity ray to deliver this crook to the police without any trouble. The monster didn't stop!
Watch out!
He's out of control!
What's happening? Spit! Forget it. I will blow out and kill tomorrow. Just a second. I think I've got it. Kincaid blocked the monster's controls so it keeps going on its own. What? Have you set up the automatic program?
Maybe. But while I'm looking for the access codes, the Polymorphus Aggregate will attack all the gold reserves in the area.
Human cases calls for an intervention of a mass duck. What's the biggest gold reserve in the area? It's a student's money bin. Anyone can think about his reaction if he comes back from a specialist trip and finds out that all his gold has been disintegrated. Hey, you brute! Stop! Listen, that gold is not inheritance. How about that destroying it? What am I doing? You can't reason with this creature. It doesn't have a brain or a heart
Heart.
Got it. 1. Analyze the monster and look for what energy source.
Excellent idea. If it's acting on its own, the creature must have an internal generator.
Exactly. The heart of the system. And if we destroy it, the monster has to stop.
And so, Super Duck has defeated Boomer Kincaid's incredible creature. Scrooge McDuck has asked for his money bin to be repaired at the city's expense.
Kincaid. I knew he wouldn't manage to finish my work, but sooner or later, I'll take care of it personally. And not even Super Duck will be able to predict my next move.
A surprise?
Yes, you did well today, so I've decided to grant one of your requests. Here's the new supercar.
Huh? That was funny.
Trust me. From now on, no one will be making fun of your car.
Move that piece of junk!
This is the kind of satisfaction that only a friend would want to give.